Shalom and welcome to the JPLF Q A Week 2. It is May 6th, 2026. I'm Cecily Rauman, founder and president of the Jewish Pro-Life Foundation. You can access our Q&A text submission on our homepage of our website, jewishprolifefoundation.org, or on our weekly newsletter, and you can sign up for that on the homepage of our website. So this is week 2, and nobody asked a question again, so I will ask a question. What is the NCJW, and what did they do recently? Now, many of you are familiar with the NCJW, the National Council of Jewish Women. They're a nonprofit. They are what I consider to be the Jewish pro-abortion lobby, and they are very well funded and very well organized. They were founded in 1893, and they were very instrumental in helping Margaret Sanger start her birth control clinics in New York, and they strongly support Planned Parenthood's mission of trying to kill as many babies as they possibly can. And it's a shame because, Margaret Sanger was an anti-Semite who believed in Jews and people of color and disabled people as human weeds and wanted to kill as many of them as possible. And yet these National Council of Jewish Women, in their misguided way, signed on to that mission. And they have promoted what I consider to be a self-perpetuating genocide of the Jews. The National Council of Jewish Women have, many different grassroots, local, state, and federal activities. So they're always in Congress lobbying against any kind of federal abortion ban and lobbying for abortion access. They do this in state legislatures. They monopolize state legislatures during abortion debates, as well as in local jurisdictions where they do their best to fight local attempts for protecting human rights in the womb. Because, of course, the National Council of Jewish Women does not believe that human rights begin in the womb. All of their work to promote equity and social justice exclude the baby in the womb. Despite these women being extremely educated, and they know better, but their ideology comes before honesty and science. So what did they do recently is that on Monday, they sent an email out responding to the previous Friday's ruling by the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals, which has jurisdiction over Louisiana. The court unanimously ruled that the abortion pill can only be distributed in person and at clinics, rather than in the mail or by telehealth. This ruling did not last 24 hours when the Supreme Court received a plea from the manufacturer of the abortion pill, a company called Danco, D-A-N-C-O, asked them to put a stay on the ruling, which they did. So the pill is continuing to be sent through the mail as we speak, despite the ruling. The email said that today the U.S. Supreme Court issued a 1-week stay on the ruling while the case is under review, leaving mifepristone access unchanged for now. We can breathe a collective but temporary sigh of relief. Of course, there's no understanding at all about the demise of the children that will be murdered by this pill and the women who will be damaged by the lack of medical supervision allowed to continue. The NCJW is making our voices loud and clear that we defend access to the full spectrum of abortion care, meaning you can kill your child legally from conception to birth, including medication abortion, even though it's unsafe, it damages a lot of women, and affirm that reproductive freedom is religious freedom. So this aligns with the NCJW's mantra that abortion is a Jewish value and a religious right, which of course is wrong. It is not a religious right. It is prohibited in Judaism. Our Torah is very clear about that. Unfortunately, our Jewish law has been corrupted, as I said last week, and so that our Torah law, which prohibits child killing in the womb and murdering any person, in fact, these incur the death penalty in our Torah, has changed considerably. So the NCJW can quote Jewish legal opinion as well as distorted interpretations of Torah verses to support their case. And they're very, very successful at this. And of course, what can you do to help them? You can give them money to support the six-figure salaries of their leadership. So there's a call to action for all of us who believe that human rights begin in the womb, and that is a right given to us by our Almighty Creator. A call to action today to be more involved in securing legal protections for unborn children. And you can do this by visiting our website and looking at our educational resources to learn how to talk to your friends and neighbors and family members about this. You know, this Jewish apostasy, this Jewish Hillel Hashem, this desecration of God's name by these people will continue until we stop it. Nobody else is going to stop it, people. The NCJW's activities pose a great danger not only to Jewish human beings in the womb, but also to all human beings in the womb and to all Jews outside of the womb, because their bloodthirsty messaging reflects badly on all of us. Anybody listening to this who has had an abortion or has helped somebody have an abortion and who now sees that that was the wrong thing to do, you can go to our website and view and download our Tikvat Rachel Healing Program and get started on the road to recovery. Contact us anytime. So that'll be it for today. Thank you for listening. Remember, you can submit your questions on our anonymous app on our homepage of our website, jewishprolifefoundation.org, or you can subscribe to our newsletter and get the link there. And please remember that Hashem loves all of us, even those who don't agree with us. Until next week, Shalom.